Never done this before, never stood and spoke in front of people, but it needs to be done. My sort of story started, and bear in mind this is after Coffee has been asked to stand up. It was August 2008, sat there, obsessive, along with my friend Elliot, the builders. Sorry, I've got a bit of the music. And I was thinking, this is bad news, people are going to sort of cancel and not have the work there and stuff. I've got a big mortgage myself, and I was sort of a bit scared. And I said to my partner, I said, this is bullshit. I've been watching it for 2 weeks on the news. Again, just normal guy like everybody else watching the news, believing everything that, it's free press and all that. So I just said, just got to look to him, I said, we're being lied to. So I walked over to the computer, and I'm not really computer literate, I'm far better now, but I've only been sort of using it just to see like YouTube videos and stuff, just watching crap really on the computer. So I went to the computer, I wanted to find out who's in control of this world. Not expecting to find anything, believing that Gordon Brown ran the world because he bailed the banks out, and he sorted it all out. He was the saviour.
All his money's going down the back of the settee,
so I sort of put 2 and 2 together, and I thought, well, this twat 2 months ago was saying no more Tory boom and bust and all this nonsense, yeah? And then the guy saved the world, and then the credit crunch, and I just, as I say, I thought this is just shite, this is nonsense. So anyway, on the computer, where are we now, 2 years, 2 months later, and I've probably been looking at it, at least every other night, and putting lots of research in. Shocked, to be honest, very shocked, with just the level of corruption from what Linda was just saying, which is the Alpha BT, through, almost every facet of our lives. It's just rotten to the core. Looking at sort of, the Evelyn de Rothschild, the cheeky bastard, even came on the news, saying that Gordon Brown was, he's done a great job, Gordon, And this guy is amazing, you never really hear of him unless you do your research. And they all sort of come out, sort of say, well, our plan is almost ready, our new world order is ready to kind of, that's my take on it anyway. Just to say a few things to several of you, in my research, what I always do is I read the comments. I go, we do some YouTube video, and another alternative site. I go through, read the comments. Probably all of you do that anyway, but I find that gives you a fairly balanced view of everything that I've looked at. As I say, I am sort of talking off my cuff at the moment. I haven't really prepared for anything. Vicky just said, Steve, come here, stand up. I just wanted to just say that was how I kind of got into it. Just to point out, I have tried to explain to my friend Elliot. I went round to his. I said, watch this. It was the Aaron Rousseau interview, where he'd been befriended by Nick Rockefeller, and they got into, about there's going to be an event, and it's going to be sort of next year, and, Aaron Rousseau's reply was, what are you doing this for? What do you care for? Which the reply from Nick Rockefeller was, what do you care? It's your family. And that kind of, as well as the Gordon Brown bullshit, and then I'm hearing that, and I'm thinking, well, I've never contested 9/11. I believe the original shot that was put out to us all, Osama bin Laden, planes, all this crap that was put out to us. And I forgot where I was going with this. But Aaron Rousseau. Yeah, and so I went round to my mates, I showed him, and he was with his missus, and they were about to be like, oh my God, And I was like, I've done 2 weeks at it. But not knowing about the way that the television, I don't know if any of you watch The Anti-Terrorist on the Devil's Eye, the way the way the television downloads information and stuff. But in my naivety, everyone I spoke to, I've got to get this news out, And I couldn't understand it. Everyone's like looking at me like, they're crazy. And I thought, well, is it something I'm saying? But I'm going with my research from finding that video, The Anti-Terrorist. And it's took me down another line of research, and you can see that's exactly why. I was watching a DVD today, and it said like 85% of the public, that's why they're not responsive to what we say, because they've been brainwashed from years of television. And total mind control. So I think
programming.
And yeah, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. So it's a kind of frustrating journey for us all, but I think, as some have pointed out, we've got to just sort of find the correct inroad. Now I've got a mate who's particularly, you know, he wouldn't give you this thing off his piss, to be honest, but financially. So I've tried the 9/11 route, didn't work, but if I go the financial route, I know his ears will pick up. So from talking with everyone and hearing what people are saying, I think that's the route you've got to do. You've got to assess who, you know, I've even given my mum a DVD with Fall of the Republic. Mum, watch it, Mum, watch it, Mum, watch it. Have you watched it yet? No, I haven't had a chance yet, you know, and it's just bum, bum, banging your head against the wall.
Very difficult to break through, especially when you've broken up through all.
It is. But I think, like I've seen on some of the information I've looked at, once it's like the top of your head comes off, which is what Ike said. I thought Ike was a nutter until I started looking at his work. You know, I bought into the 1991 Woken thing. So that's just my take on it anyway, folks. I haven't really got anything else to say.
I'm approaching 50 next year. I don't like the idea what I am. But up until the 80s, about 5 grannies used to say that my mother even repeated to me when I was going that if it was a treat, I'd like the treat for whatever, go to the pictures, go to the local town, whatever. And I asked for something else. They said, "You think I have not done?" I feel the wrong. The old generation knew.
Yeah.
And it's new. I've stopped that.
And just one more thing, just to say, my mate Elliot over there, within 2 weeks, he'd done what he said he was going to do, he's researched it. The next thing I get a phone call, excuse the language, fucking hell, sir. What are we going to do? I spoke to my dad, and none of them were listening. And I said, join the club. Persistence, that's all. Thanks a lot.
Sorry to put you on the spot. Thank you. I think what I want to add to what Steve said there is I listened to a talk. In fact, an open mic night that Truth Juice Wales had months ago now, and it was talking about a guy who was in the banking system and did the silverback currency thing. Yeah. And he said, I saw what was happening with the money. He said, and then I looked at these 5 stages. He says, first stage is disbelief, and I think we all go through that, and your mates go through, no, that's no way can that be happening. And then you get to depression, because you think, my God, look what they're doing to us. And then you get angry, and you kind of flick in between depression and anger for a while, and then you get to acceptance, and then you get to action. And I think that's where I ended up here, is because I thought, you know what, there's too much going on to not kind of shake everybody up.
It's like when you've got terminal illness, you do the same things, and then that's what happens there. Then you kind of reborn yourself into the fact that you realise what's going on. It's the same emotions.
Well, I remember really clearly working for a makeup company when I left school, and there was a breast cancer thing on the shelf. And I come past, and this woman said, "Oh, you have breast cancer." I said, "Oh, how can I help?" And she said, "Oh, I have breast cancer." I said, "I'm really sorry." She said, "Don't be sorry, it's the best thing that ever happened to me." I've got to go. She said, "I never appreciated my life. I lived every day for somebody else, and every morning I woke up, went to do something I hated." She said, "And it wasn't until I got cancer that I realised I readdressed the whole situation, readdressed my life." He said, "And now I appreciate every day that I've got." And it really put me back on my feet. And I think the things that we're learning, there's a reason why we're learning them. I'm not going to say I know what they are, because I know a little bit about everything and a lot about nothing. And I don't see the bigger picture, but I know there is one. So what we're going to do now is, as we've kind of bombarded you all, we're going to have teas and coffees, and then we're going for a complete change of tempo after the break. We're going to have like 15, 20 minutes tea and coffee, and then we've got a really interesting subject, so go with network.